Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now even though it is a bit late, it's actually almost 1 a.m. here, I did manage to piece together a guide for arcade games AW showcase. So I did this live. It didn't necessarily go perfect for me on the right side. Well, to be fair, I could have done much better. I just misplayed a bit because the AI has been especially annoying since update, I believe so. Anyways, but we have the, by now, typical AW showcase layout with 2 lanes, with 4 fights that are unique for each path, and 4 fights that we need to do twice, including the final boss fight. Some of these fights have the tactic House of Mirrors, some of them do not, but we still effectively are using the arcade games saga champions for most of these fights. And, well, let's break them down. So what I did is wrote the teams that I used, and I'll explain how it went, as well as give you guys some of the suggestions that you gave me and who you used. Feel free to comment more on this video about the champions that you brought in for these fights specifically, and I will update this once again and upload another video on this topic. So, on the right side, we have Spider-Man Supreme, the leader, Omega Sentinel, Captain Falcon, Quicksilver, Jessica Jones, America Chavez, and Arcade. I listed whether they are tactic fights or not. So if they are tactic fights, they do require you to use a tactic attacker, basically. The one exception here probably would be Wolverine, that you can do quite decently well without a tactic champion. Right. So my team was Cassie Lang, Moleman, Vox, and Valkyrie for the right side. For Spider-Man Supreme, I used Cassie Lang. Just ignore the power sting abilities. In general, the base idea is if you use a buff immune champion, he can never go invisible, and you don't need to worry about miss, and then it's just ebb and flow intercept fight. It's not too long because he's quite squishy. Then you have Moleman for the leader. The key there is medium combos. Debuff Beautify OP, and then, just drop a big level 2 and finish off the fight. Omega Sentinel, I used Vox. Still have to be careful of auto block and the armor ups that Omega Sentinel has, so try to alternate your combos. We're in a heavy attack here and there, and bait out level 1s and take hit on a block in order for Omega Sentinel to get rid of those armor ups. Other than that, with Vox it is fairly straightforward fight. You do have to have counters for these. I cannot stress this enough. Now for Cap Sam, I also used Vox. It didn't go too great, and I used Valkyrie. Valkyrie works perfect as long as you do not hit Captain America ever. If he gains an armor up, you're done. He doesn't get an armor up if you never hit him directly, but exclusively hit his block. And yeah, I made that very difficult though. Bait out level 1s, don't push him to level 2s. And yeah, we have Carax, Null, Venom with heavy attack spam, Bait Ray Bill, Medusa. That should also work here. Then we have Quicksilver, whom I used Moleman. Moleman's great for Quicksilver. Careful of the bubble shield when he goes unblockable, but you have a lot of nuke room because it has power focus 2, so you can push him to level 2 and then be very aggressive. Against Jessica Jones, I used Valkyrie. I did not use Vox against Jessica Jones. I finished off with Moleman. But again, it was an AI thing. This is a beefy Jessica Jones, much beefier than you typically would fight in AW. Valkyrie works perfect for it though, and she is a tactic champion. So America Chavez was Cassie, just flat out bait out level 1s, heavy punish them, build up your power stings, and it was super easy fight with Cassie. And then for the final boss, I used Vox and Serpent. You basically want to bait out his heavy attacks, punish him mid-heavy, push him to level 2s, and evade the last saw. If you do evade it, then he doesn't get the auto block charge. If he does, you want to knock him down immediately, or life is going to get very annoying and difficult for you. But yeah, that is the formula of fighting arcade. Again, so let's go over some other options. Against Spider-Man Supreme, you either want to be able to completely bypass miss or never get any buffs. So Cassie, Titania, Ant-Man, Bullseye would be good. Against leader, you need a clarity champion, shield, Tuma, Mallman. Sorry about the typos, it is quite late. So it is Mallman. I heard that Black Cat's very good as well. Shield has seemingly been an MVP for quite a lot of people here. For me, it was Mallman that I used for both lanes. Meg Sentinel, Voxnull, Hulkling, Terex, Deathless King Groot, and Venom. Captain Falcon. If you're using Hulkling, then be careful of the wait phase, by the way. If you are using, yeah, that was Hulkling, so Venom, King Groot. Captain Falcon, we have Terex, Null, Venom, Beta, Bill, and Medusa. Quicksilver, Mallman, Shield, Valkyrie, Crossbones, Tuma, Valkyrie, Shield, Crossbones, Angela. America Chavez, Cassie, Titania, Photon are the 3 champions that I have heard being used. With Cassie, you Heavy Punisher level 1, kind of like with Tiger. And with Titania, you just trade level 3s basically. You kind of have to go YOLO from what I have heard. And Arcade, again, Deathless King Groot, Vox, Null, Serpent, Venom seems to be some of the best counters. And the left side. Discuss the left side a bit. So we have Spider-Man Supreme, the leader, America Chavez, and Arcade. I'm not going to talk about those fights too much because we just discussed them. My own team was Cassie, Mallman, CGR, and Shocker. So again, Cassie for Sim Supreme, Mallman here. CGR, I just nuked him down, basically. So it's just go for full. I hate fighting Shocker, and that fight absolutely annoys me. But CGR and nuke approach was the best for me. Rank 6 CGR, no special boosts or, you know, cosmic power back boost or anything like that was good enough. Against Mojo, I used Cassie. Then I used Shocker against Wolverine. It's not the easiest fight because Shocker is not a tactic champion, but you can do this fight with just about any tactic champion as well. Just don't use energy damage champs. America Chavez again, Cassie, and then Vox. So, Spider-Man Supreme, Shocker. Shocker is a tactic champion. You can also use Terex and Surfer and, well, whoever else you're bringing in that is tactic, as long as you guys are comfortable fighting Shocker. Keep an eye on his charges for when he goes unblockable. Keep an eye, obviously, on his power. Everything else, I don't like this fight much. Against Onslaught, I use Shocker, but you can use FAM or any generic Onslaught counter. There's nothing too special about that fight. The AI is that makes it kind of awful. It has combat deja vu prowess, but as long as you're evading the special attacks, nothing bad happens with that. Don't try to remove those prowesses or he's gonna get a lot of power. Therefore, it's a bit finicky with Shocker. However, 1 level 2 and a heavy attack is kind of all you need. And this is one of the nastiest fights here with Mojo. You absolutely have to be able to keep his power and regen under check. I did it with Cassie, using effectively Despair. Cassie has a very good Mojo matchup because you never get any degen. She's buff immune, that does give Mojo extra power, which Cassie doesn't mind because you do have taunts and you do have power stings. So, and Despair handle the regen. People have also used Titania here. I have heard of Photon being used. Photon should be quite good as well. But yeah, keep in mind, this can get nasty. He will be gaining quite a bit of power if you're immune to anything he does. If you're not, he's going to be placing placebo buffs on you, unless you're inflicting a lot of debuffs on him. And you absolutely have to be able to control his regeneration. Very annoying fight. Wolverine, quite the opposite. Fairly straightforward fight. Any clarity champion will do it, except energy damage. So I used Shocker, but you know, I could have also brought in Mallman and he would have done just fine. Just avoid level 1s, he would be unblockable most of the fight, but that doesn't really matter because it's Wolverine. So anybody that would stop the House of Mirrors node, so any clarity champion would work just fine. And again, then we are left with the America Chavez and Arcade fights. Now I will try to upload some of the solo runs on the left and the right side for you guys to see in a separate video. I will make this spreadsheet available in the video description below and in the pinned comment. As I said, I will be making another video on this same spreadsheet with some added updated suggestions because obviously I am incapable of testing out everything. Yeah, I hope this is at least somewhat helpful to most of you. If it was, hit all the good buttons, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next